Hello! So, today's video, I'm going to talk about a topic of something that can be incredibly awkward for me. So, if you saw my last video, you probably saw I have alopecia, and so therefore I have no hair. But regarding my fake hair, so this is one of the wigs that I wear fairly often, and it's pretty curly, and people seem to like it. And my red one as well, you can tell it's also curly. And so I tend to get compliments from people and be like, oh, your hair's so pretty. I'll just be like, thank you. But when I first started wearing the wigs, it was really awkward because I wouldn't quite know how to respond. I'd be like, well, it's not actually my hair, so thank you. But of course I wouldn't say that. I'd just be like, thank you, and just seem really awkward for someone who was getting a compliment on how their hair looked nice. But then as I slowly got better, and like, cause part of so when someone just compliments my hair, it's not that big of a deal, and so then I'm just like, oh, thank you. It's when someone asks like, oh, how do you get your hair to stay so curly, or how did you do your curls, that's when it's just like, well, it's actually a wig. But then for some people I'll just be like, because it's not actually like restyle these myself, like after I wash them or brush them out, so then I'll just be like, oh, I use a curling iron and curl them, and then I'll roll them up and just pin them and leave that overnight. Which is true, I just don't have it on my head to leave overnight. But so I'll just start saying that, or if it's someone that I know, I'll just be like, well, it's actually a wig. But most of the people I work with have gotten to know like what's going on and that this isn't actually my real hair. Some people would just be like, is that your real hair? Which I think I touched on in my last video. But so then I'd kind of start getting into, no, this isn't my real hair. I have no hair right now because it's falling out and I shaved my head. But for the people who I don't work with, who I don't know, when they give me a compliment, when they start asking, then it's just kind of like, sometimes it's really awkward because they're a stranger. You don't know them, they don't know you, they don't need to know your whole life story. So like, it's just like, you don't want to get into that whole thing. But for the most part, like with everyone else, like it's been, I keep saying like, I'm sorry in words. So, I'm sorry, I'm crazy. This is what you get used to. Awkward face. But it's not too bad. I've gotten a lot better with it, and I like my hair. I mean, besides the fact I do style my own hair, so technically I do put the work into it and it looks nice, so that's how I do it. Except my actual hair, like when I had hair, it would not stay this curly, this well, and like for days it can work. Others, like my hair, like when I would try to curl it, it would just stay flat. It might curl a little bit, I could put on a whole bunch of hairspray and then it would stay a bit longer, but it usually would just like fall flat and it was thin. And now I have like voluptuous hair that's like the bounciest thing, and some of my friends really like doing this, and I actually really enjoy doing this because they're bouncy curls and I can be like blah blah blah. It's just fun. That's why I like wearing this one, because of bouncy curls. But there's my fun story about how things can be awkward regarding wearing a wig because I have no hair, if you forgot. Yay, there's that. But I really like this one. People really like it. So, thanks for watching. I'll do another video again later. See ya.